just think they have a toxic relationship. It seems like they both messing around with each other, girls behind their back, one do something. The loyalty between them two is kind of confusing, which can be with a lot of men. They hang around a lot of men where the loyalty between the two is confusing. And so I think if he did say he wouldn't entertain any of his exes in any capacity, then he shouldn't be entertaining them at all. But that relationship that they have is toxic, just like, like a hood couple relationship.
Yeah, they were smashing chicks together and buying prostitutes together for
and he
years.
said he don't care, but he sound like he care.
Yeah.
He had his feelings about it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Trev. Hop in there.
Yeah, so I feel like they're having a serious issue with their boundaries, right? It seems like there's a lot of blurry lines. There are some homeboys that hang together and, smash chicks together and everything else. But you're supposed to know anybody who's the main, that's something that's supposed to be off limits. Me personally, I wouldn't even mess with a side chick of one of my homeboys because, for one, you got a scarcity mindset if you feel like you need to do that in the first place. Y'all like celebrities, like for real. Like, what's the purpose of you feeling like you have to smash every single chick that's around you? And ain't nobody gonna play games about this. The dude, you in the house, smoke a hookah. That's a vibe. Come on now. You already know what the business is. What you over there for? Come on. That doesn't make any sense for somebody to try to downplay it and saying that's not what it is. That is what it is. But what I say is this. People get their feelings hurt sometimes. I think somebody violated at one point, and then the other friend is just like, you know what? Oh, that's how we coming. All right, I guess that's the dynamic of our relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and do it too. It's immature. But they probably have mutual needs for each other, right? So, they working together. They found out they could get money more and it's more beneficial. So they try to put that over it, but they're never really going to get past none of this messiness that they're doing. And it's always going to be some type of grudge there because that's just the type of relationship they have. They're not going to ever be able to heal from that because it's a form of betrayal. When somebody's doing something behind your back, it's not like they told each other, like, oh, listen, homegirl says she wanted to come through. What you think about it? Even I think that's corny, but still, you to just do that. Y'all both are keeping it from me. It's like, damn, y'all both think this is okay. What you got, Sweeney? You got your hand real hard.
I was going to say that, Trev. I think.
Wait. So I just went and watched the beginning of the video, right? Mm-hmm. And basically, my point. It was my point. It was actually what I thought happened. They were having a conversation about smashing an ex or whatever, and Ish said, "Hey, look, if you know what I mean, I don't care if she's an ex of mine." Ex-girlfriend, somebody I used to deal with. If she wants to give you the box, that's her box to give. Joe Budden tried to call him out. And then Joe Budden was like, well, why would you ask me about dealing with your ex? And then he responded, because you made the statement that you would never entertain an ex. So I was calling you out on your BS. That was the conversation. He was
but is entertain a different word to each dude though?
No, that's not the point. The point was that he tried to call out Ish by saying, well, why was you questioning me? And Ish said, I called you out because you said you would never do something like that. And basically what Ish is saying is whether they believe either way what entertaining actually means, Ish believes that he was entertaining her for a sexual, regardless of what fucking Joe Budden has to say about it. So that was the whole point. He got heated because he was calling Joe Budden a liar. You saying that it was capping, that he would never do it.
And he was with the girl for 9 years, just so y'all know. So that's even
that's a violation. It's a violation.
So it's saying he really didn't care more so, but it's the fact that you lied to me is the issue.
That was his ego.
No, he wasn't saying.
His ego say he didn't care.
No, he said no. The original conversation started off with him saying, "I don't care that my ex slashed somebody." Joe Budden tried to call him out and say, "Yes, you do, because you questioned me on it." And he said, "No, the only reason why I called you out on it was because you said you would never do it, so I called you out on it."
But Sweeney, I don't think he would have had that energy if he didn't feel a type of way about the actual incident in the first place. Because he would have just let him lie. How many times you just let your homie lie? The reason why he didn't let him lie is because he had to feel a way about it. I guarantee you he felt a way about it because he would have let it rock. They watch each other lie all day. That's how they get down. They watch each other lie all day. That came out. He brought that up because he felt a way about it. I promise you he felt a way about it.
All day. We've seen them get loud and aggressive with each other on many different topics. I've seen men get loud and aggressive over sports. That doesn't mean that he felt.
Yeah, we do that.
So that's what I'm thinking happened is that he got loud and aggressive because of the conversation of him like, nigga, you lying, and you saying that, I would never do when you try. That's what the whole thing was like.
I saw the clip, and I think the reason why I do believe that he still had an issue with it is because he used that one isolated scenario to make Joe the point of contention in the whole entire thing. Like you use that as a way of attacking Joe and zoning in on it, and that basically overtook the entire conversation.
That's because Joe brought it up.
No.
Joe brought it up.
I just went and watched it too. Ish. Okay, so he wasn't even hurt by it. Joe Budden tried to make him look bad. Joe Budden tried to make Ish look bad and say, "Oh, well, hey, don't make me throw the bazooka." Joe Budden should have never even spoke up about it. He said, "Don't make me throw the bazooka." He said, "Throw the bazooka." What bazooka? Well, you cared about the fact the old girl was in my house. He said, "No, you told me that you would never have an ex at your house." Joe Budden did that. Joe Budden violated just then. Joe Budden
He did. Joe Budden tried to throw Ish under the bus.
He tried to throw him under the bus. He tried to make his friend look bad.
And that's what
Budden dropped.
And I think that's where he got angry at. It's the fact that you was over here trying to do that. Yeah, I got angry too.
He didn't bring it up. Joe Budden brought it up.
I want to say this. Me and two of my homeboys, we all married our girlfriends back in the day. And we was messing with chicks before we got with our wives back then, right? And our chicks would go to one of us when we messed up, we cheated or whatever, right? And we would kind of like just have a conversation with them. And it never was a feeling of you better not smash my girl or my ex or whatever. We would not be around our chicks or exes or whatever, but it just never was a thought that my best friend would smash.
Why you be making up these stories to tell us?
Huh?
Why you be making up these stories to come tell
us? You know he's full of shit.
What do you mean? I'm just saying, like we all married.
You made it up. We heard you do it. We heard you.
We all married our girls. And our women were so close to each other where if they had a problem, they could literally go over to other person's house and talk about it and be like, if Aaron don't get his shit together, I'm done. And it'll be situations like that. That happened so many times with each one of our girls or whatever. And it just was never a thought, you better not smash my girl or my ex. And it may just be me, so I'm just sitting back.
But
it's supposed to be an unspoken rule.
That's not something you have a casual, like you don't have a casual conversation about dealing with. Like nobody brings that up in casual conversation, Mr. Let Go. It's just
brings what up?
Trev, who's talking
you better not mess with my ex. Like
I'm just saying, so they may just have different rules, or somebody must have violated. Because, like I said, I think I heard somebody actually smash one of their exes, whether it's Joe or Ish, but they may have a different.
According to Ish, he did actually deal with one of our exes, but Ish doesn't have the moral compass of I will never smash one of my homeboys' exes. It wasn't until Joe tried to call him out and say, "Oh, you don't have that problem." Well, where was this? What about that time when I was with your ex?
But if Ish did it, why is he mad at Joe for
Let go. You're not listening. Okay, listen real quick. Okay, listen. Chain of events. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Ish was just saying Sweetie, what was the first part?
Basically saying, hey, look,
that means you weren't listening, Ali.
I was listening, but you be messing my head up sometimes.
Basically, Ish was saying, hey, look, I don't care if she's an ex of mine or whatever. If she has sex with you, if she wants to give you that box, that's whether you my friend or not, that's her box to give. Right. Joe Budden tried to call him out and say, no, that ain't true, because you know what I mean? Because didn't you get mad at me about why would
Say
you
the
question
first,
me?
hold on, Sweet, say the first part. Lego, he said, don't let me drop a bazooka. He said, what bazooka? He said, don't make me drop this bazooka. What bazooka, man? Drop the bazooka. He's like, well, you was mad about, weren't you mad about the fact that I had your ex at my house? And then it started like that.
And that's what he said. That's what he was saying. Like, no, the only reason why I brought it up to you was because you said that you would never do it. So I'm calling out your integrity, but you just tried to call me out on my integrity by bringing up something that I don't really care about. But
what if
apparently you did, so I called you out on it.
What if the word entertain means I'm not going to entertain the thought of sleeping with your girl, but I would entertain your girl when we have a party over my house? Is a different way of looking at entertaining, possibly. I don't know.
I will say this. I think they're close enough that Ish probably definitely knew that by entertain he was trying to either
he didn't care.
He didn't make it difficult for her to, if it was to happen, it was gonna happen.
Because sometimes somebody has the homie house and everybody be over the homie house. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't care. Let go. He didn't care. He didn't care. He just said the fact that he was entertaining her. He lied about that. He said he wouldn't. Joe Budden said he would never entertain his boys' exes either, but he had lied about it. That was the main thing. He lied about it. His ex was at her house, and then he went, "Oh, I thought you didn't care about it. Why you in your feelings?" Like he wasn't even being sympathetic as a friend about it.
And he gaslighted. He gaslighted Ish right
there. He kept gaslighting Ish. He kept gaslighting.
Yeah.
He wasn't being a friend. So it says a lot about him. But if they still remain friends, it says a lot about Ish too. So our relationship done. Once you cross certain lines with me, our relationship
that's
done.
The thing, though. I don't think that's why I'm saying I don't think Ish cares about him dealing with his ex. The problem was that he was lying on the show.
Right.
And that's what he was calling him out on. He tried to call me out.
And to me, that's weird too. You more mad about the lying than you are about the actual event. Like that's weird to me.
Well, because that's probably
together. I think if you buying prostitutes with your homeboy and sharing prostitutes, I think y'all both are kind of like grimy or something like that because y'all sharing prostitutes. Y'all, hey, he would buy a prostitute and share the prostitute with Ish. That's a little
it was
grimy.
So Mr. Lego, you keep all the prostitutes to yourself?
Yeah, it's my prostitute.
I'm not lying.
Sharing my prostitute. Get your damn prostitute.
Lying his ass off.
Trev, he tried to
prostitute. I'm not sharing my prostitute.
No, I dig it. I see what happened. I see what happened.
You see how I'm acting right now?
We boys, we friends, and I said, "Nigga, stop lying." He was mad because I had no girl in my house.
Personal feelings.
I dig that part.
This because this
I had 3 chicks and didn't want to share neither one of them. So I'm just that type of person. I don't want to share none of them.
You stingy, man.